Hello, and welcome to the Healthy-ish Home. We're your hosts. I'm Ainsley.
And I'm Gerardo.
We are here to talk to you about our real life experiences, our own health and wellness journeys, our fitness journeys, the ups and downs of our relationships with each other, with our kids, and with our friends. And we're doing all this in the hopes that we can inspire you, motivate you, and comfort you.
Today we're diving into a topic that every parent has to deal with: how to inspire and motivate your children to enjoy health, fitness, and make it fun for them, and instead of just making it feel forced, and try to encourage that good relationship with, taking care of their body and making sure they're doing that movement and getting used to that.
Yeah. Let's start off with Forrest. He's our oldest. And for about, 5 years, he did martial arts and jiu-jitsu and loved it. I remember he asked us the time he was like 3 years old, can I do karate? Can I do karate? Yeah. And finally we signed him up for martial arts, and he absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
But
then when we moved down here and found a new dojo, found a new classroom, he stuck with it for about like 2 years, but it felt forced. He didn't seem like all excited. He had lost that spark that he used to have.
Yeah.
And we thought eventually he'd like it again, but it never happened. And he never asked, he wasn't excited about it to go.
Kind of dragged his feet. Sometimes I had to force him to go, which is never fun. It's never fun to force your kids to do something that they don't want to do.
Right.
But part of it is like, we're paying for this. You have to go. He pushed through and he pushed through. But after 2 years of,
dragging his feet,
not loving it, he asked to take a step back, and we said okay, and then looked at each other and was like, okay, now what?
Yeah.
Because he has to do something.
Right. And that's the thing, like, it had to be something. Like, you can't just stay at home, because Forrest is a homebody. A lot of the activities he enjoys doing.
He's so good at
art,
music,
video editing. It's all requires him to be sitting for many hours at a time.
Yeah.
And like, that's great that he has these passions and he enjoys doing these things. Like, he likes to play board games and miniatures and stuff.
So what do you do in that what now stage? Like, your kid, he has to move his body, and we lead by example. We move our body, we work out, we have fun with it, we enjoy it, and we do it daily. So that's the first part, I think,
Right. Encouraging to do these little things and knowing that, like, hey, my parents exercise, and this is the part of being, adults, like, you take care of your body, you're cognizant of it, and you implement it into your schedule.
Yeah. So share with them what we have done so far. We were stuck in this what now phase. We don't want to force our kids to do. We don't want them to be miserable. We don't want them growing up thinking movement is a punishment or just a chore that you have to check off a list.
Right.
But you have to do it, so it is kind of a chore.
So the two things that we implemented into our weekly schedule after he, stopped doing jiu-jitsu involved me. So I'm his accountability partner. It's on my schedule. And the first thing is just doing a 1 mile run every week. And at first, even then, it's like, now it's like, I know he's going to have a hard time because he's not a runner. He's
getting so much better though.
He's getting better, but he just, he's not fully developed in that area. And that's something he's going to always, like, I'm still working on my running. But it's a connection and a relationship. It's not just like, let's grind it out and be miserable. It's more like, hey, he tells me, hey, I'm listening to this music. Do you want to check it out? And I'm like, yeah, totally. So we play some music on the 1 mile run, and it's not for long, but he knows it's coming up and he's not miserable doing it. He it's an opportunity for growth and relationship at the same time while you're moving your body. And sometimes we just talk about whatever topics is on his mind, because we're not going super fast. It's just,
it's not competitive.
It's not competitive.
Moving your body. You make it fun by doing it with them.
Right.
Again, leading by example. And like you said, it's a connection point, so you guys get to bond and hang out while doing it.
Which is, I think, the biggest point, because I'm not just telling him, hey, go run your mile. It's like, well, then he's alone going through something he doesn't really want to do. So that I feel like that would hurt the relationship with fitness if I just told him, hey, go do a bunch of laps, and I'm actually doing it with them. And I think that's the biggest thing. One of the biggest things that we do is, like, we're not just leading by example, we're doing it with them.
That's good. That's good. So you run once a week with them, and then what else do you do?
And then the second thing that we do, which is one of my favorites, is we do boxing together,
Mhm.
and it's just here at our home. I got some mitts and some gloves for him, and I have a routine that I come up with
Yeah.
to, incorporates his combinations. We do a little bit of push-ups, sit-ups, for conditioning.
Hmm.
And then we do a little bit of sparring, which is I think we both learn to enjoy.
Yeah. He definitely
Um,
likes it. I've
yeah,
watched it sometimes.
yeah, and that's like been a fun thing to do, to actually practice those combatives and agility and how it actually feels not to be in a full on fight because we're not going super intense, but
Yeah.
the idea of putting your exercise and the practicing into a more practical scenario
Yeah.
has been really fun, and I think it's one of the things I've always enjoyed doing, and that's something I used to do with my dad,
Hmm.
and it's something I'm sharing with him.
Yeah. That's a lot of fun.
And it's just a second outlet for him to have exercise and enjoy moving his body, and it's
Hmm.
more relationship bonding because sometimes when we're sparring we talk about that sparring event for a couple of days of how fun that was, or
Oh
we
yeah.
get into silly
Or
positions.
when he actually nails
He
you.
nails me, he
Yeah.
decks me really good, or I get him, or on certain days like it's cool to see like from day to day like how he's growing and how he's trying new spots, and
Hmm.
because we're both growing together in this sport.
Yeah, that's really cool. So that's something that you and Forrest are actually really enjoying right now. And who knows if he's going to find a spark or a passion with something else.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, he has this with you, and it's good for you guys in your relationship, and it keeps him moving.
Yeah, and if anything, it's an extra, more exercise for me, which I'm, anywhere I
Always
can
love.
fit more
Yeah,
stuff, like great.
awesome. And luckily, Leo, our youngest, he's still in that sweet spot. He's still in that stage where he just loves being outside, loves running around, loves making little what's it called, parkour, little
Oh,
obstacles
obstacle
wherever we
courses, yeah,
go. And if you have a trampoline, he loves jumping on that. But that's not going to last forever. And I love that you and Forrest are just modeling what fitness looks like for him, and
yeah.
like what is pretty much what's coming for him. I don't know if he even tries boxing with you guys.
Well, he tries it, but he's kind of crazy. He doesn't want to have the
He doesn't
structure.
have the structure yet,
He
which is
doesn't.
something jujitsu taught Forrest, which is
Yeah,
cool. Leo doesn't really have that structure yet.
yeah. I mean, which is great that Forrest is doing it because Forrest encourages Leo to like, oh, it's fun. Like, you need to learn the basics so that when you learn the basics, you can play around with it more. But right now, Leo is at the, just watching, and I just want, like, especially when we do boxing, he's like, I want to put gloves on and just go to town on
The bag,
the bag,
which is
which is
fine.
cool.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's exposing him to like moving his body.
Hmm.
But when I tried properly trying to teach him how to punch and shift his body, he doesn't want to do it, and that's
Yeah.
okay because I'm not going to force it on him, and I want him to have an interest
Right.
and at his own pace. But it is nice to see that his older brother does encourage him, just like we encourage Forrest and we encourage Leo to move your body and be health conscious.
Yeah.
But yeah, he does like to go outside, and I remember Forrest being like this too at his age. He's like, "Oh, parents are doing yoga. Let me do yoga.
Mm.
Parents are going for a run. Let's do some running."
Yeah.
So I know it's not gonna
Last forever. But yeah, so you and Forrest are modeling what it's going to look like for him later. Which brings me to like, just as we talk about this, I'm like, maybe I should implement something like a new house rule or something to where after we get home from school, after they unwind for a little bit, um, I already have a rule that's like, oh, no screens till 5. But they can draw, they can, play their instruments, they can do other stuff, creative stuff. But I'm like, should I do something like, okay, after you do that creative stuff, before you put a screen on, you got to go outside for 30 minutes. You got to go play.
They might have like I don't know. I always want to care about their relationship with fitness. I wouldn't want them like, all right, sure, I got to do one thing before I can actually do the thing I want to do, which is looking at playing some game.
How can we frame it so it's not like
Yeah,
a negative or a chore? Like they can do whatever they want, and of course I'd go do it with them.
right.
But that's hard because even like there's like YouTube channels like Go Danny Go, to where it's like it's moving your body, and Leo loves those. Like we'll put those songs on, so it's not a screen because we're just listening to this new words. Like we'll put the songs on and go on the trampoline and jump over the logs or run away from the shark and stuff like that. So, or if they want to do yoga, we can throw on a yoga video, and do some yoga for 15 minutes before they go on their video games or something.
Yeah, I think something that they enjoy doing, like let them have the choice. They're like, okay, you got all these options. You got to do something. So out of these options, pick. and it gives them autonomy over, okay, this is my choice for these 30 minutes, and it can be whatever I want, and we can get as creative as we want. But the idea is inspiring them to make the choice and to choose a healthy fitness thing to do.
Yeah. So what should we call this new house rule? So that way it's like, doesn't sound so forced.
Yeah.
The 30-minute movement window.
I like that.
30 minutes of movement, and then they can go do whatever they want.
Right. Yeah, I like how it has like a positive sound to it too, where they have this, and it's not it's not like we're expecting, a ton. Like, it can definitely go longer if they're having a good time. We're not going to stop them from having fun.
Yeah, it gives them what'd you say? Autonomy over it. It's the healthiest home way. Consistency over perfection. Doesn't matter what you're doing as long as you're moving your body for the next 30 minutes.
Right. And that's the non-negotiable part of it, is moving your body, but they have the flexibility to choose whatever activity they want.
And this is just on top of what you and Forrest are already doing, just to start the pattern. I think this will help start the pattern with Leo.
Right. Yeah.
Of moving consistently.
And sure, we might have some curveballs and timing, dinner time and life happens. But the idea is trying to fit it in a little here and there, just to encourage them to move their bodies.
Yeah, I like it.
I think, we'll see. We'll check in with you guys, see how this works out for us. So our biggest advice for inspiring our kids is essentially lead by example. They're going to watch us and how we move our bodies, and they're going to copy that. So if we can do that first, it all starts with us. And then 2, don't demand a passion. Like, don't expect them to go 100% all in on whatever you want them to do.
Right.
And just encourage them to, find something that they like to do and that they enjoy doing on a regular basis, and then build on top of that.
Yeah. So you can't demand passion, but you can encourage the movement.
And then finally, make it about connection, make it, where you're growing in your guys' relationship with your kids. And that's something they'll have those core memories, later in life. Like, oh, I did this with my parents, and that's why they liked it so much.
Yeah, they have fun doing it. Like Forrest, I'll go in and remind him, like, oh, it's run day. You make sure you're drinking your water and stuff, because when Papa gets home from work, you guys are going to run. Right. It's not like he's jumping up and down excited.
Yeah.
But he puts his shoes on and you guys get going, and he enjoys the time he's spending with you.
Right.
But yeah, so if you guys are in that right now, if you're stuck in the what now phase, just, most importantly, lead by example. Find something fun for you and your kids to do together and build that connection. It'll become a lasting memory.
So we hope this conversation helped comfort, motivate, or inspire you on your own healthy-ish journey.
Yes, guys, thank you for joining us on the Healthy-ish Home. If this conversation did any of those things, comfort, motivate, or inspire you, please subscribe to the channel, throw us a like, and leave us a comment. All right, we'll catch you next time. Bye.